Alrighty, welcome back everyone to my Give Me God of War walkthrough guide. And in this video we're just going to be getting out of Svartalfheim, and we're going to be doing a little bit of Atreus' part, and that is it. So this is a very simple video, and we are going to move on to the first fight.
My mother was the last giant in Midgard. Laufey?
Laufey. I remember that name.
She tried to help people too. She's in the light of Alphon now.
You have my sympathies.
Are you okay?
These are just much stronger when you're not sitting down. Please, let me get that. It's the least I can do.
Whoa.
Why risk Odin's wrath to free me?
Well, Ragnarok is coming. I hope you knew that. We thought you'd want to help.
You freed me only to start a war?
No!
So Tia, it's good to see you in the flesh again.
Mimir, what's become of you?
Following in your footsteps. Betrayal, indefinite imprisonment, execrable torture at the hands of the Old Father.
You didn't deserve such treatment.
Did you? I will say, my view was a touch better than yours.
We found him at the top of a mountain with tree roots wrapped all around him. The only way to free him was to... well, that.
Highly pleasant, for all parties involved.
You okay?
The light. It's been so long.
There's an outcropping just ahead. The shade will make it easier on your eyes. Come on.
You said Ragnarok is coming. Which means Baldur.
Baldur is dead.
Odin sent him to track down a giant in Midgard, and then he found Kratos. Anyway, I'd promised to take these two to the tallest peak in the realms if they'd chop off my head and convince Freya to bring it back.
Mimir, speak of Baldur.
I was getting to that.
Alright, so beginning the first fight here, it's just going to be a couple of the normal enemies that you fought at the start of Svartalfheim, and it's going to have a couple of ranged enemies with it too. This is a very simple fight since most of them are pretty much just level 1. This is just the final fight that you do before you obviously leave this area. So usually that's easy fights whenever you're about to leave an area and it's the final fight. So your best bet to do this is obviously, like I usually say, is to just try and send them flying in the air and then keep them in a stun lock position so they have no chance to ever attack you. And try to get in a corner and isolate yourself into 1v1s. Now you're seeing here I'm not doing that. I basically have myself surrounded by 3 different enemies. You do not want that to happen because it is very hard to get out of, and it's not guaranteed that you'll get out of it. And it is going to be a very long day if you keep getting stuck in between 3 enemies at once. And that will be it for this fight, so we only have one more fight, and then we will be out of here, and we will move on to Atreus' parts.
You're the god of war.
I left that behind.
If Odin starts Ragnarok, you really wouldn't fight?
What if I wished to? Before we go any further, the truth. What is it you want from me? You speak of Ragnarok. Is it a god of war you came to find? Is that the tear you need?
Atreus.
Forgive me. I am grateful for my freedom. But if you want me to follow you to war, or worse yet, lead you to it, then kill me now. My fight is gone.
damage is done.
No one's killing you, brother.
Better that than to live to see Ragnarok.
We do not seek war.
We just want some answers.
I don't know how to help you.
It doesn't matter. The Giants trusted you. That's the Tyr we need. We need you.
All right. All I ask is for a good night's rest. And maybe some food. I think you killed the guards bringing me dinner.
Brother, perhaps now you'd like to finish the story?
The sons of Thor attacked us. We killed them. Baldur tried to kill Freya. I killed him.
But you skipped over how we fought and freed the Valkyries. And that the Giants are all gone. And how they called me Loki. And finding the shrines
Giants are gone.
and we got to Jotunheim. They were all... dead.
Dead. Do you think Odin?
We do not know.
I think we're getting out of here not a moment too soon.
Whoa, what are those?
Reinforcements from Asgard. The Einherjar will want to investigate my disappearance thoroughly.
Are they using the sky to travel between realms?
Odin's got tricks up his sleeve we haven't dared to consider.
They're coming down on Nidavellir too. Will the dwarves be okay?
The time for such concerns has passed. We must leave. Now.
Okay, so this fight here is very simple. All you want to do is it's just one enemy, so you want to use your light runic attack to send him flying in the air, and then you will be done. It's a very easy fight, just one enemy, and now we'll move on to the first Atreus fight.
Yggdrasil. It's been too long. I'd forgotten. Beauty.
Tyr, in your travels, did you ever hear the Giants talk about Loki?
I'm sorry. That name doesn't sound familiar. The Giants were very private people.
Makes sense.
Perhaps after a rest.
A treehouse.
Lord Tyr, you're really alive.
Am I? I wonder.
Okay.
He's just tired. I promised him some food and a room to rest in.
Ah, of course you did. Well, let's see what we can do. Please, come inside.
We'll be right in.
I'll be.
So, can we talk about what to do next?
There is much to consider. We will speak in the morning.
Oh, okay. In the morning.
You hold still. Yep.
Much better. Thank you.
See? Sleep tight, Tyr. I'm gonna turn in. Big day tomorrow.
So, Tyr. Sounds like promises were made. Let's see about getting you settled, shall we? If you'll follow me. Have a seat over here, and I'll arrange accommodations. I may need time to construct a bed for someone of your scale.
Please, don't go to trouble on my account. Too much space would be unsettling. Do you have a broom closet?
Yes, but it's where I keep my brooms.
That's all I need. To be honest, it's all I can manage.
All right. Some food then.
Oh, nothing much. Perhaps some hardtack. Cheese biscuit will do.
Aye.
With a pinch of salt.
Well, I'll see what I can find.
So that's what's left of Tyr, huh? Back where I come from, we'd say he...
We go.
Know what? They must be in the pantry. I'll just look quietly.
What are you thinking, brother?
I am thinking. I want things to be the way they were.
Well, I'd like to climb a tree again. Certain ships have sailed.
I just wish Atreus were not so... restless. I care only for his safety.
I know, brother. But holding him too tight won't keep him out of danger. The lad's determined to make a few mistakes of his own. And I hate to say it, I think Tyr might be one of them. I've never seen a man broken so completely.
His pain is fresh. You expect too much.
Aye, perhaps. Pity Freya still wants to kill you. That's an ally we could use.
That is not an option.
No, I don't suppose it is.
Trouble sleeping.
Ah! Shh! You cannot sneak up on me like that. There's something I have to do in Midgard.
What? Without me? I thought we were partners.
We are. Just wasn't sure you'd want to join me. I'm visiting an old friend.
Oh, I see. Or possibly not doing that, taking into account she's determined to murder you.
She wouldn't really.
Look, I think it's lovely that you see the best in people. I really do. And I want you to continue to see the best in people by not getting yourself murdered.
But we need her. It's worth the risk.
Is it, though? How about I suggest an alternative? Something much less risky, but maybe could give you some answers.
What are you talking about?
A certain old friend you haven't seen in a while. A very giant friend.
Jormungandr? Did you find him?
Why don't I show you? It's just on the way to the vengeful goddess who wants you dead. So it'll give us some time to decide about not going there.
So, you know where Freya is?
No. I mean, yes, but look, let's just talk to the snake first, and then I won't take you to Freya. How's that sound? Glad you brought your key of Yggdrasil. You seem to have dashed out without mine.
Huh. You got sick of having house guests that fast?
What? No. I could just use some fresh air, is all.
Well, I hope you like it cold.
Should we swing by your cabin first? Will your furry friend be joining us this time?
No. I meant to tell you. Fenrir's dead.
Oh. I'm very sorry to hear that. As wolves go, he was always very clean.
Thanks.
I'd offer to give you a hug, but why traumatize either of us further? Okay. Caught a whiff of something awful near the Helheim Tower. Remember how to get there?
Yep, just past the oarsman. But that's what makes you think Jormungandr's nearby?
I know what I smelled.
Okay. Well, a lot's kinda happened, and I need answers. A chest.
Not so easy, huh?
Shut up!
No, what's been going on?
So, Father said I cast a spell when Fenrir died, but I don't know what he's talking about.
Accidental magic? That is disquieting.
Accidental magic's not all. I sort of turned into a bear.
A bear?
Including the slobber.
Yeah, but I lost control. Frey knows magic better than anyone. She could help me.
But not giant magic.
Fine. We'll do it your way then, Sin. A huge venomous snake seems much safer.
It's venomous?
Yeah.
Feels good, right?
Great, Sindri. We're blocked. How'd the Arm of Tyr statue end up here?
Ow! Almost like you've done this before.
Yeah. So, Tyr's arm.
Your father owed Thor a blood payment, and, well, he got it.
Wow, great story.
Anyway, is that likely to happen again? Sudden, uncontrolled bear rampage?
Beats me. We've got company. Got my back?
They're literally made of filth. I'm not touching...
Who said you need to touch them?
I like the way you think. Okay, here goes nothing!
Okay, so this is the first Atreus fight, so I'm not gonna say fighting with Atreus is easy on the hardest difficulty, but it's also not hard on the hardest difficulty. It's kind of like intermediate, like it's not hard, but you don't really do a lot of damage, so it's gonna take you a lot of hits to try and kill them, unless of course you use the stun meter for basically most of the enemies. And that is what I actually use against most of the enemies on the Atreus fights. I just try and use the stun to my advantage, which sometimes it's hard to do and sometimes it'll be easy to do. So just keep that in mind whenever you're on Atreus' fights. Your best bet for these fights is to try and hit headshots, because if you hit a headshot, I think it builds their stun meter a lot quicker if you hit a headshot. So just make sure you are hitting those headshots and try and building those stun meters just to get the insta kill on them. And there's not really much to explain. Atreus doesn't really have a ton of moves that you can really use. You are going to see me buy a specific move that is probably the best for Atreus, which I think I do after this fight. So yeah, that's basically how this is going to work. It's just going to be you having to keep shooting them with your arrows, and you don't really do a ton of damage, so it is going to take you a little bit, but it's not really hard to avoid attacks, unlike Kratos. Atreus has a block, and he has a really good dodge ability, so there's honestly not too much for you to worry about. I'm gonna say dying is pretty hard to do, but killing them is also a bit challenging to do, because you don't really do a ton of damage, and you pretty much almost never will for the entire fight, and for all of Atreus' parts. So with that being said, that is the final fight, I'm pretty sure, in this video. And you're going to see me look around on the perks, and you're going to see the two that I buy is under aggression. It's aggression all the way at the bottom and bottom right next to aggression. So you will see me buy that one and this one right here. Those would be the two abilities I buy, but there is no more fights in this video.
You can fix it, can't you? Or does your brother have all the talent after all?
Depends. Is your father all the muscle?
If I say yes, you realize you're confirming Brock has all the talent?
There! Let's get going.
Alrighty, this is the end of the video. The rest is just cutscenes, and hopefully this did help you, or obviously if you're just watching this just to watch it, then hopefully you did enjoy it, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.
I just need to look out for the people I care about. Keeps bad things from happening to them.
Freya wouldn't kill me. And the Jormungandr's probably not even there. Besides, he likes me. He's only eaten me once.
I had conveniently scrubbed that from my memory.
Well, we're here. Told you he's gone.
Well, have you tried calling him?
Blowing the horn's the first thing we tried.
I'm not talking about the horn.
Yormuteyu Senu.
That's not weird at all.
Shh. What is that? What is that? That's all you're gonna say? Well, don't let us keep you up or anything.
Good talk.
Ironwood. What do you think it means?
Means we should have stayed home. Let's head back.
Door's frozen. Maybe I can... Ah!
Would you just let me do it? So what was your plan anyway? Just stroll up to the old Valkyrie Council circle and hope Freya's in a good mood?
Well, now that I know where she is, yeah, exactly what I'm gonna do.
Fuck! Tell Brock I cursed. He's unbearable when he's smug.